Well, you will notice here that the text makes much of the death of Jesus. And you will notice that it is mentioned with frequency in relatively few words. The fact that in verse 43, Joseph was going and asking for the body of Jesus was on account of the fact that he was asking for the remains of Jesus. In verse 44, Pilate is surprised to hear that he should have already died. And once he has received the professional opinion of the centurion, and certainly the centurion who had presided at these things over a long period of time knew the difference between somebody fainting and somebody dying, as soon as the centurion had given his professional opinion, confirming the fact that he was dead, then we read in verse 45 that Pilate granted the corpse to Joseph. Now look at this. One thing is absolutely clear. These men were not intent on making Jesus comfortable for a couple of nights, were they? They had brought, John tells us, 75 pounds of myrrh and aloe with which to embalm the body of Jesus. Don't think for a second that this little scene here is the scene of two men so fully in love with Jesus that they said, now let's get him ready for Easter Sunday. Let's get him all set, you know, because in a couple of days he's going to rise again. They didn't believe that for a moment. No, from their perspective, the Jesus movement had ended. The king had died. The kingdom was defunct. It was over. Even though Joseph had failed to honor him while he was still alive, he decides, given that he's dead, I can at least extol him in his death. And so as a result of that, he brings his generosity to bear upon the circumstances. It was a new tomb, and it was a garden tomb. And he rolled a great stone against the entrance of the tomb. And Mary Magdalene and the other Mary saw this because they were sitting there opposite the tomb. You've got to love these women. They're there for the crucifixion. They're present for the death. They're present for the burial. And wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. They're the ones who are going to be ready and in place when, against every notion in the minds of those who might have known better, Jesus would find that the bars of the tomb were torn away.